Connie and I moved to Lawrence with our son and daughter-to-be in 1977, and we had learned quite a bit about cottonwood at that time. Even then, even though cottonwood was modest in size compared to what it is today, cottonwood did a great job about getting the message out, and so we were familiar with the organization. And in about 1984, I believe the Cottonwood Foundation was established.
Well, I first got to know Gary when I first started at Cottonwood in late 1989, early 1990. But then, again, I got to know him better when I began serving as the exec for Cottonwood in 1994. That time, Gary was also serving as the president of the foundation. So, worked with him closely with board meetings and that.
I was, luckily, on the initial board of the foundation. And I have a real clear memory. I'm not going to mention other board members because I'll leave somebody out, but I know Brianna Wiley was there, of course. But we were at this facility, and Howard has us assembled around a table, and in front of each of us was a blank sheet of paper. And Howard said, "We've got the bylaws put together, we've got the accounting thing in gear, we're up and running as an organization, but in terms of fundraising, there's a clean sheet of paper. Let's get started. What do you think?" And literally, we had that as our start, and that's how it began.
He's just helped out in many ways, and serving in leadership, and also, he will help with hands-on kinds of things too. We asked for volunteers to spread mulch, help spread mulch at one of our new homes, and he was there on a Saturday morning to help do that, just with everybody else. So he just has had a remarkable commitment to the organization all these years.
I've stayed on the board. I think we had a good mix of continuity. People have been around for a long time. Tom Groening, Dick Zinn. Again, I'll leave somebody out. Bob Schmalberg was a longtime board member. I shouldn't do this because I'll leave people out. But I think we've got a good combination of longevity and also moving people through. People that say, "I'll serve a 5 or 6 year term, but then it's time for me to move on and have others in." So I think that served us pretty well. The changes I've seen at Cottonwood over the years are all about growth. When you think about the beginnings in the early 70s, the initial facility and what it's grown to, the clients served, I think the first residential unit served 6 clients, and look how that's grown. All the services we provide, the workshop environment, the work done out in the community, all that is just grown and grown and grown. The work of the endowment board, when you think of our modest start and the amount of money that we've been able to generate and the amount we're able now to provide to Cottonwood and its clients. So I guess one word, growth and expansion, and all with the pressure of decreased funds from traditional sources. So we've all had to scramble, but Cottonwood's learned to do that over the years.
He's been involved in a lot of our events, and his wife Connie has assisted us with, has helped out with our Salute Mosey events, and so, but he's just helped out in many ways. And
somebody said over the years that one of the ways you measure community is how it treats those that are less fortunate than you, that have some special needs, that need some special help. And I think the Lawrence community does that as well as anybody I know of, and Cottonwood is probably the primary example of how we take care of people that are less fortunate than us, and do it in a way that involves a lot of people and involves the whole community and works for everybody, and that's the way it should work.